Hi Nanglings, it's Friday today, and this week we are doing the Nerimon 2013 survey because we were sort of tagged by Sam. I'm just going to preface this by saying I hate all these questions. What's your biggest fear? My biggest irrational fear is walking up next to my car and like getting in it and there's somebody hiding underneath it and they slash my Achilles tendon and steal my car and kill me. But the likelihood of that happening is like 0, but I am afraid of that. How did you find out Santa wasn't real? I honestly don't have like a specific memory. I do remember that we had a fake fireplace in that like it was, I think, electric or maybe gas. It wasn't wood, and so I remember thinking like, Santa can't get out of there because like not only is he enormous, but also like it's covered in glass and it's not a real fireplace. We don't have a real chimney. How did I find out that Santa wasn't real?
Santa wasn't real?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you being youngest, there's always the problem of somebody clues to it and then you have to try to, keep the older one from spilling the beans. I don't remember. Sorry, I guess.
Well, that makes me feel better because I don't remember either, so.
Because, it's not like we sat you down one day like you would sit down somebody and say, let me tell you about the birds and the bees or something. We wrote on the tag sometimes that things were from Santa or whatever. I remember for me also kind of getting to the point where you realize, well, wait a minute, this is Mom's writing and it says Santa, but, I really don't think Santa brought this thing, and we can still open the presents on Christmas Eve because we don't have to wait for Santa to bring them all because, really Santa isn't bringing any of them.
What's the best idea you've ever had? This year, I think my best idea I ever had was going with the unlimited meal plan at college because that means I can literally just walk in and out of the dining hall whenever I feel like it. So I can walk in and get an apple, and it's the same as walking in and getting dinner. So if I want to just have something small, I can do that. I can eat snacks at the dining hall, and it's all the same price, which is really nice. Like, that's a really good deal. I think doing Vita was a really good idea that I had. I think I had a fair amount of success during that month, and I made a lot of new friends, and I just had a great time, and I did a lot of things that boosted my creativity and helped me speak better, and it was just, I think, a really good idea for me. Also, my choice in college, I talked about this a little bit on my personal channel, but I've just been really happy here in choosing my college, which is a really good feeling to have, knowing that you made the right decision on the place to go for the next 4 or 5 or 6 years. I might end up staying for grad school, so for me, it could be 5 or 6 years. What's the most embarrassing thing your parents have ever done? Probably the most embarrassing thing that my mom does is she tells her life story to every person she comes across, and that includes like my friends and my boyfriends and all this stuff. Like, she just likes to talk a lot. The most embarrassing thing that my dad does is he sometimes makes really uncomfortable jokes. Like, sometimes they're not really politically correct and don't really make a lot of sense sometimes, and it kind of makes people uncomfortable. But again, it's not really embarrassing. Like, I don't know, my parents are pretty good at like being good people and not being too embarrassing. Something that you did that was embarrassing to me.
For the last 5 years, pretty much just being alive. So, but that's the teenage to ask for a different table at a restaurant, because sometimes I do that.
I don't have any profound embarrassment stories, so.
That's good, yeah. I can't think of any, horrible thing.
If you were allowed to only pick one career for the rest of your life, what would it be? Probably the career that I'm choosing to study. I want to be a speech pathologist, preferably in schools. Doing YouTube would be great, but I would hate doing it as my career. I love doing it as my hobby. I love being community-based, and if you had to make a living off of YouTube, you would have to do certain things like social networking and whatnot that I'm not into doing. Not that like putting your videos on your Tumblr is a narcissistic thing, but like I'm not into self-promotion very much.